across midfield. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Daniil Hunter in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Joey Slide on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And it's 3-0 Washington. A great field position for them, Charles, to start that drive, but not a lot of yardage to be had. They do, however, come away with a long field goal.
Yeah, and that's a plus. I mean, give them credit for that. They start the game 3-0. Don't come away empty-handed on this opening possession. And one other thing, it's a 50-plus yard field goal. Let's give the kicker a little respect as well. Those kind of kicks aren't routine.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now Wilson on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Once more, Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
On gain of 7, it's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On first down, Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
At the end of the first quarter, with this makes the score, Commanders 3, Cowboys 0.
Got it.
Throwing is Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Second down and goal. Wilson. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on fourth down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on fourth down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gibson again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Swift, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Danielle Hunter, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench. just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because you're...
And it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the football back at their own 17. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
61.
Wilson. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Here we go, here we go.
Again, Wilson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Garrett Wilson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Commanders 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. And here is motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys' offense. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, left side to Lamb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Zach Wilson,
a 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. He will take this all the way.
Touchdown, Commanders.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy You give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
They go play action now. Wilson.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right.
And he'll go right back to Lamb.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Wilson. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Cowboys have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
147 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon, and the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And the slot man goes in motion left. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Here we go.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Cowboys,
they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.